Steph Curry just dropped a performance so absurd it might have broken the laws of basketball reality. 52 points, 12 threes, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals. Yeah, read that again. Not MJ, not LeBron, not even Wilt at his freakish peak ever posted a stat line like that. Steph didn't just show up, he went full nuclear. This wasn't basketball, this was a seismic event. A siren blasting through the league, the baby-faced assassin isn't done, he's still loaded, still lethal, still absolutely him. And for anyone thinking Father Time was closing in, Curry just banished that idea into oblivion. He didn't have to talk. His game, it did all the shouting. Now here's the backdrop. Jimmy Butler rolls into town. The Warriors, fighting tooth and nail to stay afloat in a ruthless Western Conference, know every game is life or death. Steph, he's 37 now, missed games, managing the wear. So when they walked into FedEx Forum to face the Grizzlies, this wasn't just another road game, this was a pressure cooker, a do or die. And what did Steph do under that heat? He detonated. 52 points in just 37 minutes, 12 threes on 20 attempts. 16 makes on 31 tries, he was launching from another galaxy, skiing for boards, dealing dimes, and creating chaos on defense. This wasn't just a stat sheet stunner, this was one of the most powerful statements of his career, but this moment had scars. Because the last time the Warriors came to Memphis, Curry vanished. Just 2 points, not a single field goal. A humiliating 51-point beatdown. You don't forget that. And Steph didn't. From the opening tip, he played like a man on a mission. First possession, classic Steph to Draymond dime to open the scoring. And then, the avalanche. Steph lit up the court like it was a bonfire. First 6 shots, all cash. 4 straight threes, pull-ups in transition, step-backs in isolation, deep bombs off the dribble. On defense, he was a menace. Swiping passes, blowing up sets, running the show on both ends. By the end of the first quarter, he already had 19 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and 2 steals. He sank 5 of 6 threes, pure madness, and let this sink in. No one, no legend has ever put up 15-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus threes in a single quarter at age 37. Not MJ, not Kobe, not even Bron, just Steph. Panic set in, Memphis scrambled. The second quarter came and they tried everything. Full court pressure, traps, defenders smothering him from the inbound, Jalen Wells, Scottie Pippen Jr. They threw the playbook at him, and none of it worked. Steph cooked them anyway. Another 10 straight points, 2 more triples. At halftime, he had 32 points on 11 of 16 shooting and a video game-like 8 of 10 from beyond the arc. He tied LeBron for the third most 30-point halves in the modern era, and he was just warming up. Start of the third, boom, back-to-back threes. Then 7 more points for good measure, and while he did it, he leapt past Jerry West for 25th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. That's not just elite company, that's legendary. In the fourth, he iced it with another 7 points to seal the 134-125 win, but the real headline, Steph Curry, still the most dangerous man on the floor. Even Steve Kerr had to pause. The guy's 37, 52 points with defenders hanging on him. That level of skill, that kind of conditioning, that unshakable belief, it's just unreal. And that's exactly what it was. Unreal. This wasn't just some hot shooting night, this was revenge. Precision and brilliance rolled into one. Steph carved up defensive schemes like a surgeon. His footwork, flawless. His IQ, through the roof. His shot selection, untouchable. And his confidence, borderline cosmic. Steph wasn't just scoring, he was commanding the game. Disrupting everything on defense, running the break, snagging boards, dishing assists, it was total domination wire to wire. And then you look at the records. Curry now holds the most 50-point games with at least 50% from the field and 60% from 3 in NBA history. He became only the 3rd player ever to record 50-plus points, 10-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists, and 5-plus steals in one game. It was his 15th 50-point performance, pushing him past LeBron and tying Damian Lillard. And get this, he's had 27 games with 10 or more made threes, the next closest, Klay Thompson with 9. This wasn't stat hunting, this was legacy. A generational talent once again warping what we thought was possible. With the playoff pressure dialed up in enemy territory, under the brightest lights, Curry gave us an all-time gem. Because when the Warriors needed a savior, when Memphis needed humbling, and when the league needed reminding, Steph showed up with the full arsenal. This wasn't just another game, this was the league's wake-up call. And while Steph's performance was godlike, don't forget, this wasn't a one-man show. Golden State had backup. Draymond Green made sure of that. He delivered a full-throttle, retro-style triple-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, plus 2 steals and a block in 33 minutes. That's the Draymond who anchored a dynasty. The defensive brain, the vocal leader, the tempo setter. He controlled the rhythm like a maestro and quarterbacked the offense like a seasoned floor general. And his connection with Curry? Still automatic. Draymond laid bone-rattling screens, dissected the defense with quick reads off the short roll, and dropped laser-accurate passes into Curry's shooting pocket. Their synergy? Still lethal, still impossible to solve. That Curry-Draymond connection? Still pure basketball sorcery, still unsolvable. Sure, it wasn't a flawless showing, Draymond had his issues.
Struggled at times to handle Memphis's size, and his jumper went ice cold 1 for 7 from deep, but when he's locked in like this, the Warriors hit a different gear, they become something more, something dangerous. And then there's Jimmy Butler. Yet another reason this game turned into a certified masterclass. This right here, this is why the Warriors emptied the vault to bring him to the Bay. Butler delivered 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. But don't let the box score fool you. It wasn't just the stats, it was how he did it. Precision, control, swagger. He feasted when Curry hit the bench, efficient as ever, shooting 7 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 2 from distance, and a perfect 12 for 12 at the line. He played with that edge, that bite, that Butler fire, and defensively, he turned into a heat-seeking missile. Curry owned the headlines, but Jimmy had his biggest night yet as a Warrior, and he chose the perfect moment to do it. 10 of his 27 points came in the fourth. When the game got tight, Butler didn't blink. He closed it down like a veteran assassin. Cold-blooded, his stat line read like cheat codes. 52 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, and a block. 16 of 31 from the field, 12 of 20 from 3. But this wasn't just one man going berserk. It was a team-wide flex, a win the Warriors had to have, and one they earned. Golden State improved to 44-31.
Climbing into the 5th seed in the Wild Wild West, with only 7 games left in the regular season. But don't exhale yet. The climb's not over. The Warriors still face the 10th hardest remaining schedule, and their next 2 games, both against teams ahead of them in the standings, the Nuggets and the Rockets. The margin for error? Paper thin. How they navigate this stretch will decide it all. Their seed, their matchup, and maybe even their title hopes. He just dropped 52 like it was a warm-up. That's not just a superstar, that's a flamethrower laced into a pair of sneakers. Lock up that 4th, 5th, or 6th seed and they dodge the chaos of the play-in. And for this aging roster, that's everything. One less war to fight. One less chance for wear to take its toll. The West is a landmine field, OKC, Denver, the Lakers, but the Warriors, since bringing in Butler, they've been one of the league's most dangerous teams. And the ace in their sleeve, the cheat code in human form, Stephen Curry. If this version of Steph lingers, if this fire keeps burning, the Western Conference Finals aren't just reachable, they're likely. Curry's explosion wasn't just impressive, it was historic. A reminder that greatness doesn't always fade, sometimes it just evolves. At 37, Steph's rewriting the aging curve with a Sharpie. We've seen 60-point nights, we've seen 70, but nobody puts on a spectacle like Steph. And the wildest part, he's doing this in year 16. Right now, he's averaging 24.4 points, 4.4 boards, 6.1 assists, 1.2 steals, shooting nearly 45% from the field and 40% from deep in 63 games. But what jumps off the screen isn't the stats, it's the movement. Steph off the ball is a horror movie for defenders. It's like he's evolved into an even sharper, more efficient version of himself. Constant motion, perfect reads, always 2 steps ahead of the defense, a cerebral killer. And let's be real, adding Butler clearly reignited something in him. He's smiling again, he's moving freely. That joy, that rhythm, it's back. And when Curry's having fun, the league should be terrified. This felt like Demon Steph, reborn. The version that drags a team by the collar and takes it where it doesn't belong. The one-man supernova. But yes, he's still 37, the grind is real, the defenders are younger, longer, faster, and still, they can't stop him. That's not just talent, that's legacy, that's myth-making. If Steph keeps this up, we're not just talking about greatness, we're talking top 5 all time. Mount Rushmore type stuff. Drop your takes in the comments. Can Steph carry this squad back to the finals? And if you're vibing with these NBA breakdowns, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another legendary performance recap like this.